Let's get started, guys. So to all, this is a Apex workshop session. Please note, this is not your regular Q&A or not your regular a typical session where a tutor will come and explain everything at a single stretch. So in this session, right, we are going to work along with us. So if we are going to do a coding, a small part, we're also going to do that coding along with me. And if you're finding any difficulty, right, we are going to help you then and there. All right. Okay. Without wasting much time, and please don't expect me to give any presentations or any PPTs or PDF or reference. It is going to be a very raw session where we are going to do a lot of practice rather than with the theories. Okay. So let me start with this part. As we are all here to learn Apex, right? Salesforce is a stuff which is a kind of package. A company have developed a software, CRM software, but they are giving everything in a point, click, drag and drop, right? Guys, this session is recording in cloud. Please don't try to record in locally. I'm definitely going to give you all the recordings at the end of the session. Okay. All right. So even though there is a point, click and drag drop thing is available, but still Salesforce is as a platform giving us a chance to customize to according to the business requirement. So when it comes to the customization, we should know the language. The language is Apex. That is a Salesforce defined language, which has the fundamentals coming from OOPS concepts, object-oriented programming. And there are other languages we should aware to do the customization part, like JavaScript to some extent, so that you can do the UI customization, HTML and CSS. But Apex is the core in Salesforce for the backend. By using Apex, you will be writing triggers, a customized automation solution that you can develop in Salesforce. And also by using Apex, you can create an asynchronous Apex classes like a batch job or future methods or scheduled job like that. So what we are going to learn today is the fundamentals in Apex. Very, very, very basic thing we are going to learn. Here, we are not going to teach you anything, the advanced stuff. If you're all here to learn the advanced, this is not for you. And again, we are not going to take a complete session for the 1 hour. No, we are going to take session and we are going to give a time for you to work it out. If you find any difficulty and you are going to ask the queries and we are going to close it then and there. This session will go very, very, very slow. This is for a absolute beginners. Suppose if you are a person who is very shrewd and learn things very quickly, then you will find it very bored about this session because we go very slow. If you are a kind of person, Ashok, I learn things quickly, right? Then if you are an AJ skill development trainees, I hope we have given you already access to the material folder, right? There you can find the materials and you can learn the things at your convenience. Clear? Okay, to start with, let me go off and let me share my screen. Please let me know once you all see my screen. Okay, is my screen visible, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
All right, thanks for confirming. Let's start from here. So first listen, okay, first listen the steps and definitely I'm going to help you with all a document with the steps as well. So the very first thing is you have to log in into your Salesforce developer org. Okay. If you are a completely new to Salesforce, Ashok, I don't know, you are opening the screen and all. I don't know how to get this screen, right? First, you have to sign up here. Once you sign up, you will get an email confirmation. Then with this email confirmation ID and password, you can log in here. To start your Apex programming, right? Here's the very first step, guys. Please note it down. All that you have to go to setup and you have to click on developer console. Simple. You're going to set up and you're going to click on developer console. Let me give you another 1 minute. Just open this one. Okay. In your computer, you can keep the session in one screen and you can keep it in another one. So in the meantime, I'm also going to take notes for you people, and I will update the notes in our drive itself. At the end of the day, I'm going to give you all these notes as well for you to refresh. So let me know. You can put it in the chat. You see there is a Zoom chat option, right? You can put it in the chat once you open your developer console. Let me know. In the meantime, let me create a folder for Apex workshop. June 2020. Here goes the day one. Okay, right. I think I'm getting the response from you people. I hope that is not a very huge step, right? This is a very first step, like go to setup and open developer console. So I request you people also take notes then and there whenever it is possible, either in your notebook or anything you feel that's good, because when you're going to learn something new, if you are experiencing something new, right, just have a notes with you and note down the important steps so that it will be easy for you to refresh. Okay, here you go, the developer console. This is the play area where we are going to practice everything. Okay, Ashok, there are many things here: file, edit, debug, test, workspace. There are many options here, right? As I told you earlier, this is not the session where I'm going to explain each and everything in detail. We already have done everything in a part of our video material itself. Here we are going to directly see how to write my very first script. In this option, you see there is a debug, right? In debug, you can see open execute anonymous window, and there is a shortcut also here, control E. Either you can click this, anonymous window will get open, or else you can use it control E. Okay, so this is the another step, guys. So let me share this screenshot so that this will be useful for you. So how to open anonymous window? This is how you have to open your anonymous window. That's it. Okay, I hope you're all till here. Okay, Ashok, what to do next? So here comes the very first concept we are going to learn here is nothing but variable. Okay, variable. Any idea, guys? What is this variable? Maybe people from non-IT background, I want you to also to take participate. The very first concept you're going to learn here is variable. So what is variable? Anyone want to give a try?
Where we can store the data.
The place where we hold the value of data.
Okay, okay. So variable, as the name defines, right, it keeps changing. Okay, which means this is not the a parameter that is going to be a constant one. Vary, maybe you can see vary meaning. It is derived from this word vary or vary. See, if my English is too bad, please excuse me. I'm not good at English. Okay, if I pronounce anything in other way. So which is keep changing. Okay, so maybe suppose if you want to check this Tamil or English, you can check this here. It keeps changing. So here the first concept we are going to learn is what is variable and how to define a variable. So here I'm going to use a variable called x simple. You can use x, you can use y, you can use z or a, b, c. You can give anything. But if I want to use any variable, right, I need to define them with a data type. So say for example, if I say, let's if you're going to learn max, most of the time they use the term x. Let's x equal to 10. Let's y equal to 20. This is how the max start, right? We are also going to start in that way. But the thing is, here all that I'm having a variable called x and y. Okay. But I have to, at the end of the day, one thing we have to understand here is we are going to talk with a mission. The mission is nothing but Salesforce robot, which is available in the cloud. In this screen, I'm just telling Salesforce mission on the other end, I'm going to use X, I'm going to use Y. If I simply put X and Y and I try to execute is the button that helps us to check whether what you have entered is correct or not, whether you have entered with a proper value or not. The moment I entered execute, you see it says unexpected token. Again, let me say, is that execute? It says still say unexpected token. Why? Okay. So it says, I don't understand what you are trying to do. Okay. The reason is all that I have entered X and Y, but I didn't tell the machine what is X. Suppose if I want to use X as a number, okay. If I say X equal to 10, again, if I try to execute, it says unexpected token. This machine is not understand what Ashok is trying to do. So in order to explain the mission, hey, I'm going to use X and I'm going to assign a value for this. Then I have to tell the mission, I'm using X to define or assign some value, which is a number. Then I will use integer. The integer is nothing but a data type. So far we have seen a variable. Here we are seeing a data type. The data type is nothing but what kind of data I'm going to use in X or Y. If I say integer, which is number, integer data type, we can use to store a number. Say, for example, I'm defining integer X equal to 10. Okay. If I try to execute now, again, it says unexpected token. The reason is I have to tell the machine by using this word integer, this is a keyword and we can also call this as a data type. I'm using this and tell the robot, hey, I'm going to use, I'm declaring X as an integer and I'm assigning the value as 10. What is happening here? X equal to 10, right? I'm assigning the value of 10 to X. So here we are using another term called assignment. So these are the terms, technical term. We are keep learning, guys. Don't worry, I will definitely going to give you all time. But I'm not letting my compiler or the robot like my script is completed. So I have to tell by using this semicolon, I'm telling my robot or the machine, I have completed my first line. So let me try to execute here. That's it. It's got executed. If you want to know whether it got executed or not, you can still select open log and execute. The moment you click on execute, a log will open. In this log, it says what is happening at the backend. The moment you execute, right, the robot will do all these things. You look at the timestamp. First, it will create a variable scope here, and it will allocate some memory at the backend. These are the terms. I don't want to go deep dive because as this is for the beginners. Okay, you can still understand, like whenever you click the button execute, a log will create at the back end. That log will have everything that you need to know. Again, if I want to check whether the value I have entered is correctly assigned, I'm going to use a keyword called a functionality called system.debug. This is a kind of a stuff like output. If you want to see your output, you can see system.debug X, whatever the value you are assigning, right? I can keep between these parentheses. Maybe you can also check this. Today I have learned system.debug. Now I click on execute. The moment you execute, you will see all these execution, right? But here, if you want to see the debug statement alone, you see there is an option called debug only. Just click on debug only. What will happen if you select debug only? Out of this log, only the debug will come here. Suppose if I uncheck this, I will see all the logs. Out of this, I can still see the debug is here, right? If you want to see only the debug only, you can check this and you can see. Sharia. So this is the first script I want you guys to give a try. Okay, so let me just post this in the WhatsApp group that you are being part of. So I'm going to post this in the Apex workshop group. So நீங்க என்ன பண்ண போறீங்க? You're all going to try this. So guys, let me stop sharing here, and you're all going to check the WhatsApp group, and you are going to type in the developer console. In the developer console, open your developer console, just like how I have opened. You are going to open your developer console and type this integer x equal to 10 and type system.debug. Don't simply type. Please make sure you are understand the concept. Why you are typing integer? What will happen if you type x equal to 10? And also why I'm typing system.debug. Without any understanding, please don't do it. And if you don't understand, you can still ask me like, Ashok, why you have declared this as integer? Why you have declared this as x? Instead of this, if I use this, what will happen? Okay, so now 9:24, right? I don't think this will take much of your efforts. By 9:30, in another 6 minutes, I'm going to start another small concept. I'm going to give you all another 5 minutes of time. Please enter this, click on execute and check the debug and put it in the chat that you have completed. The more number of chats I receive, I will go on with another concept. Okay, try, please.
Ashok,
Yes.
what is the system debug process do?
System debug is a functionality. Okay, it's a system function. Again, it is available within Salesforce. The reason why we are using that system debug to see the output. Say, for example, assume we don't have system.debug. Okay, as a developer, you want to know, you have assigned some value here, which is what we are actually doing in the line number 1. You are creating x and you are assigning the value called 10 to x. But you want to confirm whether after executing x is getting the value of 10 or not. It's a kind of assurance that you want to know. Some output you want to see, right? Suppose if you are a programmer, if you are executing something, you want to know whether what you are executing is correct or not, right? So in order to check whether what I'm doing is correct or not, in Salesforce, in Apex, I have an option to debug my statement. This is a debug statement. Okay, here I'm just debugging the value of x. Suppose if I don't put anything, it is not going to make any sense because it is not going to debug anything. So I have to mention which value I'm going to debug. I put x. Suppose instead of x, let me create integer y equal to 20. If I want to debug y, any idea what you have to do?
Y.
Where I have to put y?
System.debug y.
Yes. Within this parenthesis, you have to do this. Okay, well, if your question is why I have to use system.debug, you have to use system.debug to check whether what you are doing is correct or not. You want to see the output of the script which you have entered, right? So I want to check. I have given a value of y as 20. So here it is come, the debug. Got it?
Hello, Ashok.
Yes.
Ashok, sorry to interrupt. Actually, I joined 10 minutes late in the
Okay.
session. So I don't know, how did you open this developer console in class?
Okay, to
So
open the developer console, do you have Salesforce org with you?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, in the Salesforce org, you have to go to setup and you have to go to developer console. You see my screen?
Yeah, I'm able to.
Yes. So maybe.
Yeah, I opened it. So then
I'm also actually putting everything in a notes. So at the end of the day, I will give you all these notes as well.
And in this, I can open file and new, right?
No. Once you enter the developer console, what you have to do, to open this anonymous window, go to debug and open execute anonymous. Under debug, control or click on control E, this window will appear.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I'm getting many done here. Those who are done, right? What I want you to do now, create a variables. என்ன வேரியபிள்லாம் கொடுக்கலாம் உங்களுக்கு அப்படின்னா
I'm getting
sorry.
While executing, I'm getting unexpected token next.
Check whether you have given this exactly, like you have given this semicolon and all.
Yeah, I think.
So those who are completed, create a variables called input1 and input2 and assign a value and check the values in system debug.
Ashok?
Yes.
What kind of data type will be for this input 1 and input 2?
So far, what data type we have learned so far?
Oh, only integer only. Okay.
That's it. I'm not going for too advanced, guys, and this is not for advanced session. So people, just to follow what we are learning. So create a variables called input1 and input2, and you are going to assign a value. Maybe assign a values of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and check the values in the system debug. So this is the very first task you are going to do on your own. If anybody face difficulty in doing this, let me know, because we have learned something and now I want you to apply this. And let me know once you're done with the very first assignment. So far we have learned 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 things you have learned in the last 30 minutes, guys. We have checked what is variable, what is data type, and in data type we have learned integer, how to do assignment, and what is system debug, how to do system debug. These are the things we have learned so far. Let me know once you all done. Just you can put it in the chat. The more number of chat I receive, I assume that most people have done this.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ashok.
Yes.
I have done it successful, but I don't know how to get the output, how to check the output.
Okay.
Like where it will be displayed.
Okay. You see, is my screen visible?
Yeah. Yeah.
whenever you are going to check the output, what you have to do, select this open log.
Yeah, open log.
Now select and execute.
Okay.
Do we have to compile both inputs at the same time, Ashok?
Sorry,
Or
do you have
separately?
to?
Compile both the inputs, like input 1 and input 2 at the same time,
Yes,
or
yes.
separately?
You have to compile both. So Srinath, once the log is created, right, you have to enable this debug only. You see my screen? That is a debug only checkbox.
Yeah.
So in log, if you want to check only the debug statement, enable this, you will see the debug statement.
Yeah, I got the output. Yeah, I got it now.
Okay. I think receiving input from most of the, I think everyone is completed this one. Is anyone still need a time, guys, to complete this very first task? Create a variables, input 1, input 2, and assign a value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and check the values in the system. Okay, let me call upon someone from this audience. Deepa S. Hi, Deepa S. I'm just clicking. I'm just asking you to unmute. Deepa S. Deepa, am I audible? Okay, guys, here comes the thumb rule for the workshop. I'm going to call the name. We would expect the response. If we are not getting any response, obviously, I'm going to put you all in the waiting room. The reason why we need you to respond, as I told, this is a workshop. I want to make sure whether you are able to follow my instructions or not. Otherwise, this is not going to be beneficial for you. Okay. So I will be calling your name. So please be ready to share your screen and see and give us what you are doing. Okay. So if we don't receive any response, we have to put yours. We are going to put you in the waiting room. Okay. Yes.
I could not see where is the only debug actually.
You could not see what you are not able to see.
Like I cannot able to select the only debug.
Okay. Why don't you share your screen, Sundar? Just share your screen, Sundar. So let me give you access. Share your screen, Sundar. Let me stop share mine. Yes, I can see your screen. Go to your console, developer console. Open your anonymous window. Okay. Now click on execute. I see the log is created, right? Now click on debug only. Yeah, click this one. You see the value is coming up, right? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
So is this you want to know?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So let's stop share yours. Okay. Let me. Okay, I was telling about something, guys. I'm going to call you by your name, and we want you to respond and share your screen so that we will know that you are taking up this workshop seriously and you're also working on this one. So I just want to know, Madhivadani. Madhivadani, yes. Madhivadani. Madhivadani. Guys, I'm really sorry if I don't receive any response. I have to put you on the waiting room. Madhivadani, am I audible?
Hello.
Yes,
Hello?
Madhivadani. Yes, Madhivadani. You are audible and you can share your screen.
Sir, I have joined via mobile phone. I'm just working on my laptop to join the meeting. Sorry.
Okay. So tomorrow onwards, please join in laptop. Only then you can work. As I told you earlier, this is not a regular session where you can just simply watch and learn. There is no point in it because we have plenty of videos available, right? So kindly make sure from tomorrow onwards you are joining in a laptop. Okay.
లేట్ అయిపోయింది నేను యాడ్ చేయలేదు.
All right. So let's go for the next concept, guys. The next one. So in this, we have seen system.debug, right? So now let me use a variable called again z. Okay. I want to save the value of x plus y in z. So you are all going to help me to come up with this solution. So the expectation is very simple. I'm giving a value x, I'm giving a value y, and I want to save the sum of x and y in z. Okay, you are all the one going to help me to resolve this. Okay, it says unexpected token in the line number 4 and the column 2. This is actually helpful for us to identify where we are making mistakes. So now tell me, what is wrong with the line number 4? Anyone?
Data type not
We
assigned.
have
Semicolon.
Assigned,
data
you
type.
haven't
No,
assigned.
first assign the value
Type for
Okay.
declare the variable z.
Okay, let me go one by one. Okay, so maybe next time when I ask question, maybe I will all give you a chance to raise the hand. Okay, you can raise your hand and I will call your name so that what you are explaining that also able to, it would be audible to everyone. That would make sense. Okay, so here I go with Ashwini Jadhav. Yes, Ashwini Jadhav, you raised your hand.
We have to declare the variable first, that is z.
Okay, which variable I am missing here?
Z.
Okay, z. So let me declare this. Let me declare z. Okay, and some of you have already told I miss out the semicolon. I'm just adding the semicolon part here and I'm trying to execute this. It got executed. Thank you for helping me out. So let me check the debug only. Okay, x equal to 10, y equal to 20, x plus y should be 30, right? Why I'm getting 20? So Mohammed
Line
Ashan.
Because system.debug y. You
System.debug
have
z.
to put z.
Okay. Okay, let me ask. Okay, I am going to ask the people who raise the question, raise the hand. Let me go with Ashan here. Yes, Ashan. Mohammed Ashan.
Actually, you have to do the system.debug for the Z.
Right. Because we have so far we have done the system.debug for the only y. So I'm going to do the debug statement for z here.
Exactly.
Okay, let me again check. Still I'm getting 20y.
You have printed Y no.
Okay, so you have to change and whatever the variable you are mentioning in between the system.debug, that is what you are going to get in the debug statement too. So let me check. So I'm getting, so I have declared 3 variable. I have given input for 2, 1, 2, and I have given input for, I'm not giving any input for z. I'm just checking the value of z. Value of z is nothing but the sum of x plus y, which is 10 plus 20. I'm getting the value of 30. Right? Okay. So
Hello?
this is what we have seen so far. So let me put it here. So here comes the task for you guys. So what I want you to do, so same thing. You have created the variables input 1, input 2, and assign the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and check the values in the debug statement. This is what you have done so far, right? So here, from here itself, we will go. So create a variable and check the values in the system. And the next thing is get the sum of input 1, input 2 in a new variable called output. Okay, and print the value of output. Okay, please do it and let me know.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
I want to ask you something. Please scroll
Yep.
up little bit.
Sorry.
Please scroll up the screen little bit. Yes.
Same screen.
Yes. Sir, here you mention x equal to 10, y equal to 20. We can also do directly x plus y equal to 30. So what is the difference between z equals to x plus y, or if we will go for directly x plus y equal to 30?
Okay. Okay, your question is here x equal to 10, y equal to 20. What is the next one? Directly going for 30. How you will come up with the value 30?
System.debug x plus y.
Okay, here
Without
system.debug.
Yes.
Okay, system.debug x plus y. If it works, still you can also do the same. So it is working. So the intention is, as I told you earlier, not to go for the complexity directly. If you feel that why don't I try like this, you can still go and try. There is no, I mean, nothing wrong in giving a try, even if it is advanced stuff or something. As I told very beginning, this is for the beginners. So I don't want to confuse any of the beginners with these things. Okay. But if you have such queries, that is always welcome, and you can also give a try. Okay. Here, the intention is not to go too fast in the advanced stuff like this. Obviously, what you have suggested is the correct thing. You can also do in that way. Okay. Clear?
Okay,
right. So guys, try this and let me know. So same thing that you are going to create a variable, you are going to assign a value, and you are going to get the output and print the value of output. Okay. So let me know once completed. Time is almost 9:44. We'll see once you all completed, we can see whether we are able to go with a new stuff. New stuff, which is a quite advanced one.
Ashok,
Yes.
print as in you have to just post the value in the debug, right?
Yes. Okay, let me call someone else. I see Agata. Hey, hi Agata. Am I audible to you? Agata Wojcik. I'm sorry if I spell your name wrongly. I'm bad at calling the names. Agata, am I audible to you? Agata Woj. Yes, Agata. I think you are speaking, but it is not clear. I think you have to work with your audio system, Agata. Maybe check your mic. In Zoom, you see there is an option called mic, right? Check whether if you are using headphones and all, see whether it is aligned with your mic or not. Okay. So, okay, Balaji M. Balaji M. Am I audible, Balaji?
Yes.
Balaji, please share your screen, Balaji, to check.
Sir, I tried to do this, but I'm not sure that is correct.
Okay, hold on.
My screen is visible.
Yeah, your screen is visible. Input 1, input 2, your debugging input 1, output, and output. That's almost completed. Click on execute.
I executed line 5, column 1 variable does not execute.
Okay, line number 5. Okay, click
yes.
on OK. So you tell me what is wrong here. Okay, read the error message, Balaji.
Oh,
The
okay.
error message is very clear. Read the error message. What is that error
Variable
message?
does not exist. Variable does
Abdi now, variable does not exist now. What it is saying?
saying I need to put integer.
You have to declare declare what? You have to declare what?
Declare the output.
Okay, do that. Declare the output.
I need to put integer in front of it. So.
Yeah, either you can do here or you can separately declare that too. Okay, anyway, give it a try.
Okay, sir. Oh, it's okay.
Cool.
Oh.
All right. So guys, so far we have seen how to declare variable and how to even we have done with a small computations, right? So now let's do another thing. So you can stop share your screen, Balaji. Let me try. We still have 10 minutes left for today. Let's try something else. So in the system debug, I want to let you all know how to use the system debug. So far you have used X, right? And we have seen integers. Let me use, there is a one more variable, one more data type called string. Okay. So here, let's remove everything. String is a data type that help me to save a text kind of thing. Okay, I'm declaring again. Let me declare X, okay, and equal to Ashok. Let's see what is the error it is throwing now. It says variable does not exist, Ashok. The machine, the compiler understood that Ashok is a variable because if you are going to declare anything without single quotes, if you want to declare a string, if you want to assign the value of string, you have to use the single quotes. If you don't use the single quote, the compiler will understand, okay, some variable is trying to declare. Same way, system.debug X. So now I try to execute this. I'm getting what? Ashok. So quicker the try panning, just try this. Declare a value called X as a string. Enter some value. You don't need to give my name to. You can give your name. And try to debug it. Let me know once you're done. We go with the next thing. So you are going to learn a new data type called string. I'm defining this data as a string and I have to use single quote and try to debug it. You can put it in the chat once you are done. Okay, Mohammed, any question? Do anybody have any questions so far? Team, guys?
Hey, Ashok, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, I can say Ashok, I'm having one small query. I'm shall I able to share my screen now?
Yes, please.
Are you able to see my screen, Ashok?
Yes.
Yeah. In this I just have printed input 1 and input 2 and I have concatenated this value. By the way, any chance to here display the input 1 and input 2 in the same line if there is any?
Okay, that is our next task. Okay, I will come to that.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to know.
No problem.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Okay. So, team, so far we have seen, right, the text, right? That was the question asked by Daud. So here I have a string called X, which is AJ skill development. Let me declare integer. Okay. Integer says that what happened? Okay. How to clear this? Okay. Integer equal to 2013. AJ skill development is founded on. Okay. So I have a string called X and I have a string integer called Y. Y equal to 2013. Okay. Here, if I debug like this, system.debug X and system.debug Y, and let me execute this, I'm getting two debug statement says that AJ skill development is founded on, and in another line I'm getting 2013. But the question asked by Davod is, why don't we have the system debug in the same line itself? That is the question. So in order to do so, what I'm going to do, system.debug X we try this. Okay. Instead of this, let me put directly here. Again, what is happening? Usually in the debug statement, so far we have used X or Y. So let me use this one directly, execute. I'm able to print in the debug statement that AJ skill development. Suppose if I want to include this Y as well here, if I directly use Y, I have a text string, and if I directly add the Y here, let's see what is the error I'm getting. It says unexpected token in the line number 3 and line number 13. Why? This is a string and this is an integer. This system.debug is not able to understand what is going on here. So what I can do here, let me add a plus symbol. The plus symbol helps me to concatenate the string and the integer. So let me see. AJ skill development is founded on, and execute this one. Look at here, I'm able to get the values in a single line. So instead this, if I try to put the value here, X plus Y. I'm still getting the same output. I repeat, I have a string, which is AJ skill development. Okay. And I have another integer, which is just Y, which is 2013. I want to have this in a one single debug statement. So if you want to have it in a one single statement, you can do like this. You can have a string, and the string is defined with a single quotes. Okay. And you have to use plus symbol. Usually this plus symbol, this is an operator that is helps to add two values, right? But here I have a string and I have an integer. What is happening here? Concatenate. Concatenate. So we have learned concatenate. Anyone can help me with the spelling? Concatenate.
CATE.
CATE.
Yes. NATE. NATE.
NAT.
Concatenate. CONCATENATE.
Okay, so sorry guys, I'm really bad at the spelling and all. So what we are trying to, let me get this correct spell. Okay, so string concatenation, this concatenate, right? What is happening? It is helping us to integrate the string as well as the integer. So instead of this, why don't I use like this? Like I have a string and I have integers. Yes, you can still do. Okay. So there is one more thing that you can do here is, suppose you have another integer here. Integer is x equal to 10. And I can still use system.debug says that value of x is plus x. So I'm using a string and concatenate this, and I'm putting like this. Let me execute. Unexpected token x. Okay. I think we have already used x. Let me use z.
Semicolon. Semicolon is for.
I think it will work now. You look at here. So what we are getting. So with this statement, right, let me complete here. So I want you to try this one like exactly like this. You're going to declare a string, declare an integer, and see how it works. And also you try this. So once you try this, we have an assignment already been given, right? So what is this assignment? Create a variables input 1, input 2, and get the sum of input variable and print the output, value of output, right? So the third assignment is, I want you print like this. Value of input 1 is 1, 2, 3. Value of input 2 is 7, 5, 9. The output is your answer. Okay, so try this and you can let me know how that works. Okay, so numbering is you're going to print like this, right? So let me put this screenshot in your WhatsApp group. So those who completed this task, you can go ahead and do the task of this one. Value of input is 1, 2, 3. Value of input is 2, and value of output is 3. So here you're going to print in the same way like this. If you have completed, you can let me know. And with this, we are completing the day one explanation. For the day one, if you have any feedback, if I'm going slow or going very fast, you are able to follow with me, you are not able to follow with me, you can still let me know. I take that as a feedback. In the coming days, right, I can apply this as well. String concatenate. So let me repeat like what all we have seen so far in the last 1 hour. We come to know what is variable, how to declare variable, what is data type number, how to assign value, how to do system debug, data type of string, and how to do string concatenate. So these are the things we have seen in this day one. Let me put this here. Don't worry, I tried to format this day one document for your easy understanding after this session. And I'm going to upload the today's video recording in this folder, guys. So if you don't have access to this folder, please get in touch with your support team. And I'm going to share this link also with you in the WhatsApp group. Workshop materials. So today's video recording will be available here, and today's notes also will be available here. And this is how the next 2 weeks will go. Okay. And today I didn't get much chance to call some other names to ask what you are all doing now. But tomorrow onwards, don't worry, definitely I'm going to call by your names, and I expect your response. If I don't get any response, I have to put you on the waiting room, and maybe you can reach me in private and resolve this one. Okay. All right. So those who completed, feel free to drop off. And Vijit, I think it's time for you to start the session, right? You can use the Google Meet to start the session, Vijit. And Selvaguru, Suhanya, thanks for joining. I thought I would not be able to handle the people. Maybe from tomorrow onwards, we'll be giving them quite a complex thing. By the time I can create a breakout rooms for individual, like I can create a breakout room and I can assign 20 people to you, 20 people to Suhanya, and we can resolve their queries. Thanks for joining, Selvaguru and Suhanya. Thanks for time.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. You're leaving. All the best for all. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. So with this, we are wind up in this session, guys. If anybody still have a query, I'll have another 2 minutes. You can still ask me and you can drop off. Other people, you can feel free to drop off, and you can share your output in the WhatsApp group. Feel free to use the WhatsApp group so that we can support then and there.
How can we save these programs?
Okay. Since you are trying out these programs, that's a good question. Anyway, you're all trying this program in anonymous window, right? Obviously, you cannot save this program. What you can do, just copy this and create a Word document just like how I have created. And you can save it for your later use. Or you can use this part. If you are not aware of this, Notepad++, please download this Notepad++, and you can use like me, so that if whatever the program you type, you can put it in this Notepad++ like this. It won't, even if you close the window and you reopen, it is going to be there. If you forget to save, you can download and use Notepad++. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. If you are interested to learn Salesforce, visit AJ Skill Development website. There you can find our course curriculum and you can come to know about the list of courses we are offering. We are offering Salesforce Administrator and Salesforce Development courses. To know about us and the team, you can visit our About Us section. This is an organization we are doing Salesforce training from 2018, and we have trained and guided 2000 plus candidates so far. And if you also want to know about our placement assistance, visit our placement assistance section, where you can find the list of people and the category. You can see the list of people who got trained and placed from our side. You can also visit their LinkedIn pages to get to know about our training and also the feedback from the relevant trainees. Okay. And also, if you want to do the course inquiry, click on contact us. You will see the form. You can fill the form and submit the inquiry. Our team will get back to us. Thank you.